Yeah, thank you, Chamberlain, and welcome back to Abuja. Senator, I want to just get your response to the submission of the honourable member.
I want to say with respect that I'm a senator of the Federal Republic. I'm liaison officer to the president and the legislature. And I think it will not be appropriate for me to go into the very internal affairs of the House of Assembly of the state. To the extent that this matter and the issues relate to their procedure, what they are doing, what happened on the floor, it will not be appropriate for me to descend in. I'm not a member.
But as a former member of the State House of Assembly in
Yes.
Akwa Ibom, you have a good idea of the procedures.
Yes.
When he clearly lays out what he believes are the procedures of the House and that those procedures were followed to the letter and that it culminated in the declaration of vacancy of those seats of your party members in the State House of Assembly, then what is your response ultimately to that? Is it not the truth that he's telling?
Well, I still maintain with respect that my concern and what I'm going to be concerned about and involved in is the extent to which the governor has interfered in the process. 2, the extent to which our party is prejudiced or accused. To the extent that it relates to their internal matter, I think I would not go in, except to say that now let them study the way that the National Assembly handles defection politics, that there is accommodation, there is tolerance, you don't go declaring the seat of a member vacant. And again, I think I wouldn't want to go into it, except to let my colleagues and friends know that when you have the election as you have now, I know you are aware that there is crisis there were crises in the Benue State Assembly, there is ongoing in the Anambra State House of Assembly. At this time of election, there are issues affecting election. And last time, there was issues affecting election. I think they should try and stay together, stay on the issues, and respect state of proceedings. But on the part of the All Progressives Congress,
yes.
On the part of the All Progressives Congress, we shall resist. And I mean resist every effort by the People's Democratic Party to exclude our members from participating in the legislative proceedings of the House. And we shall resist every attempt by the governor and the PDP government in the state to intimidate other PDP members who want to defect to the APC and every other thing.
Let me ask you, when you use the word resistance, particularly from the paradigm of the ruling party, the party that does oversee key institutions in the country, and you're saying essentially that, the way that the issue is handled in the National Assembly and many state houses of assembly is that they work together, that essentially they don't try to declare seats vacant, etc. Some people would say that your party is attempting, to play a double standard here, because they would cite what has unfolded in the Kaduna State House of Assembly, for example, when just a few months ago, the Kaduna State House of Assembly, dominated by members of the governing All Progressives Congress, declared the seats of 2 opposition PDP members of that House of Assembly vacant. So you have the reverse scenario. Now, the PDP in Kaduna State, they did not, quote-unquote, resist. There was no crisis in Kaduna State. I want to ask you, in view of that reality, is it not a double standard that in Akwa Ibom and some of these other places, we're seeing this kind of harsh response from your party?
Well, it is not a harsh response. It is a realistic response. And the environment and the issues are different. And like I said, to the extent that it is internal, I won't go in. But to the extent that the party is intimidated, they want to intimidate the party, they want to harass our party members, they want to, like one of them is still in the hospital, Honorable Pt.2 is still down from the altercations that day. So these are the kind of things that our party will not allow, and we will act as a party, shoring up and defending our members, and we urge that the government of the state should know that there are government of the state for PDP, APC, but when it descends into the arena of the matter, like a sovereign descending into the marketplace, he will be subject to the laws of the market.
We must ask you now, when you use the term resistance, what exactly do you think that will entail, given the reality that you're hearing a serving current member of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly refer to his colleagues whose seats were declared vacant as former members? If that maintains as the stance of the Akwa Ibom House of Assembly, what will ultimately that response look like moving forward?
Well, we will take legitimate steps to resist. We will not take illegitimate, illegal, or violent steps. We will be very legal in resisting, and we will take legal steps to resist it. We will not allow any illegal steps.
The reason why I'm asking you is because if, for example, it is the position of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly that the members of the governing All Progressives Congress whose seats were declared vacant, that if they are former members in the eyes of the Assembly, and for example, this is all speculative at the moment, but moving forward, the members whose seats were declared vacant now go into the Assembly premises, maybe escorted by police, etc. Would that not constitute a violation of what the institution's position is in the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly?
I think that one, there is stay of execution in respect of the person that went to court. The other persons did not go to court, and so there was even no order against them, to my knowledge. And they are still members of the House on the seat of the All Progressives Congress. We are protecting the seats that our party has gained, and we will protect it and protect the members. Now, they have a right to enter the Assembly because the process and the procedures have not been followed. But please permit me not to get into the realm that I didn't want to enter, because a few of these issues are still within the domestic realm of the State House of Assembly, and I'm not supposed to intervene to that extent. But to the extent that our party members are affected, we will rise as a party to defend them.
Mm. Now, questions have been raised about the legal interpretations of the ruling. You've mentioned the stay of execution order. Ultimately, in view of what has now played out, what is the position of the law right now in terms of what is unfolding in the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, in your assessment?
Well, I hold a peculiar position. And I had stated that there is a way of managing defection politics, that in managing defection politics, the Senator David Mark, Right Honorable Temple, as he then was as Speaker of the House of Representatives, Dogara now as Speaker of the House, Senator Saraki now as President of the Senate, have set precedents and have managed it in a manner that still allows amity, that still allows members to sit, that still allows participation, that allows the peace amongst the members. This should be the precedents that the House of Assembly, the State House of Assembly should adopt.
But you would agree that critics would say that, you know, the processes you're referring to when you talk about reconciliation and peace and kind of handshake agreement, that these are unwritten things, that these are in the realm of human engagement. But in terms of what is on paper, what is ink on paper in terms of the Constitution, in terms of due process at the state level, etc., that it comes down to whether or not procedures that have been laid down in law are being followed. In view of those procedures, can your position really stand, this idea of the handshake agreement?
Yeah, my position can stand, and my position stands. And I will not, please let me not go into the depth of it, because I still plead that I do not have to descend into the arena of the State House of Assembly, because one, we're trying to solve it in a manner that doesn't create, because we know all this. We know the ultimate aim of this matter. The ultimate aim is that since the PDP in Akwa Ibom State has seen that they have lost grounds, they are looking for issues that will attract public sympathy. And they're looking for issues that will say, oh, we lost election just because there was crisis in the State House of Assembly and there was intervention on this. So they want to attract public sympathy, and they will not.
Very quickly, distinguished, I have to ask you, why is it that it was 5 lawmakers and not the 11 that you allege can form the quorum to sit?
It was on the They, on that moment that they wanted to declare and join them, and that is why they, the governor, led his men onto the place.
All right, I think that's...
And they have been all on the process, and they're with us.
All right. Unfortunately, we've run out of time,
Thank you very much.
I just want to thank you for coming on this morning,
much.
sharing your thoughts. I have been speaking with the Senior Special Assistant to the President on National Assembly matters and a member of the governing All Progressives Congress, Senator Enang. At this juncture, we take a short break, and we certainly hope that you will stay with us.
I'm from Akwa, Ibom.